Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about story time and how I almost went to jail. So I had a very close friend. Like, she was like my best friend, and we met in high school. We were very close in high school. We used to always skip class to hang out with each other. We used to always walk each other to class. Like, this was like my best friend, like my road dog. Like, after class, after school, we would link up, and we would go out to eat, go to the mall. Like, we used to do everything together, and we had like so much in common. Like, we used to love clothes, fashion. We used to love going shopping. Like, we had so much in common. But I was the girly girl, and she was like the tomboy version. Like, I was the girly girl, she was tomboy. But we just had so much in common. Like, that was my bro. Like, I feel like I used to talk to her about everything. She used to tell me about everything. Like, it's like we knew each other. Like, she was always at my house, I was always at her house. So after high school, things just went a little downhill. Like, she got distant, and she went away to college, upstate, and I was home at school. And when she went to college, she got a little distant. So I didn't know, why or what happened, but she got a little distant. So she got a little distant, and she went away to school. I really don't remember like how we stopped talking the first time. Don't remember how we stopped talking the first time, but I remember she went to college and we wasn't really talking like that. I think she had like this little animosity towards me, whatever. Like, I actually had another friend at her school, another close friend at her school, and she was telling me how like she had brought my name up, and she was just on some, oh, F her, blah blah blah, I don't care about her, and who I don't care, and blah blah blah. So I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know why. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So she had graduated from school, and she came back home to her original home. So when she came back home, we kind of got like close again, and we kind of like rekindled that. So no, actually, she had reached out to me when she came back home. She reached out to me. She was like, hey, I kind of miss our friendship. I miss you. Like, how you been, blah blah. So I'm like, me having the big heart that I have that way on my shoulder, I was like, you know what, I'll give her another chance. Not really another chance, but I'll see what happened to us. So I'm like, okay, we just catching up. Like, oh, how you been? How was school? Blah blah. How was everything? Just regular talk. I was telling her about what I was going through and how I've been, and she was telling me what she was going through. So we was catching up. Like, it's like we never got distant. It's like we never fell off. It was just like back to normal. Like, we was cool. We used to hang out all the time. And the thing I liked about her is like, I could call that girl 4 in the morning and be like, yo, come with me, let's go take a walk. She's gonna jump and come take a walk with me. Like, so we rekindled. We was cool again. She would always go to my house, I always go to her house. And we used to hang out almost every day. Like, she'll call me, I'll go over there, and I'll call her, and she'll come over here, whatever. So she recently also, not recently, but excuse me, around that time, she had a boyfriend that she met at the school she was at. So she made me meet him. He was cool. Like, he was nice. And she really liked this boy because she liked niggas that dress. She liked boys that dress. Who don't like boys that dress? So she liked him OD. He was cool. So we used to all go out to eat together. I used to third wheel all the time, but I didn't care because that was my friend. Like, I didn't mind third wheeling. So we used to hang out all the time, like legit all the time. Like, there'd be times when I'll be at her crib and he'll pop up, and we'll just all just be regular. So this is the good part. So one day, no, so this was the summertime. It was a summertime, and we was hanging out all the time in the summer. Like, we was just trying to find things to do because the weather was nice, and we wanted to see what was going on. So one day, one beautiful summer day, she had called me. She said, hey, bro, what you doing? So I'm like, nothing, chilling. I'm in the crib. What's up? Like, what you trying to do? So she's like, oh, her boyfriend's family is having like this big barbecue, and she wanted to go. But the thing is, I'm the one with the car. So she wanted to go pick him up and go to the barbecue, which I didn't mind because she was giving me gas. So I didn't care. And plus, she was my friend. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't care. But the thing is, what kind of like blew minds a little bit, just a little. He lived far, like very far, like toll far, like a couple of toll far. So I was just like a little skeptical, and I was like, yo, I was like, whatever, I'll go. For me, like I'll go because she really wanted to go, and I didn't have nothing else to do. So we go. So I pick her up, and she gave me my gas money, and then we go pick up her boyfriend. So we go pick up her boyfriend. We are in front of his building, and she's calling him. He's taking like 8 years to come outside. Like, he legit took like about a good 30-40 minutes to come outside. And I was like, all right, whatever. He probably was getting ready, whatever. He comes downstairs angry, like very upset. Something about his mom got him tight, something. So now she was about to go upstairs to his house. So I'm like, yo, what is going on? But she didn't. So here's the part. So he comes in the car now. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's the address? I'm asking both of them, what's the address? Because I don't know where the barbecue is. I don't know where we going. So I asked them, where's the address? And she's like she called a little attitude. She's like, why don't you ask him? Like, it's his family barbecue. Why are you asking me? So I'm like, okay, number one, I'm asking you because you're my friend. I don't really know him like that. Number two, he had sent you the address prior, so of course you have the address. Why not just give it to me so I could put it in the GPS and we could go? So I kept asking him numerous of times. I'm asking him over and over, who has the address? What's the address? What's the address? Nobody's answering me. So she got snappy again. She was like, yo, why you keep asking me for the address? Like, why don't you ask him? So I said, you know what, before I even drove off or anything, I'm like, yo, what's your problem? Like, is there a problem? Like, what's going on? She's like, no, it's just annoying because you keep asking me, and it's not my barbecue. But I'm like, bro, you're my friend. Like, I'm more closer to you than him. Why you just can't give me the address? You're sitting right next to me. Then she gets the address now, and she's like saying it out loud. I'm like, bro, just send it to me on my phone so I can put it in the GPS and we can go. She basically started showing off in front of this boy. So I'm arguing with her now. Meanwhile, we still ain't going nowhere. We still sitting in front of his building. So we didn't go nowhere yet. So I'm like, yo, who you talking to? Like, you getting real disrespectful. So she's like, you're getting me tight, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm in defense mode. Like, I don't care about friend. I don't care about none of that. Like, so now I'm like, what are you trying to do? Because now I feel disrespected on top of me, one, doing you a favor and your boyfriend a favor by going to this barbecue because I technically do not have to go. Third of all, or second of all, whatever, we all the way in West Bubble for real. So don't get cute because your little boyfriend here, okay? So her boyfriend is like, yo, y'all need to calm down, relax, everybody just calm down. I'm like, yo, get your girl because she's bugging. I'm just asking y'all for the address and she going left. I just asked for the address. So I didn't even go far. Like, I pulled literally down the block from his building, and she just going off with the mouth. She just being very disrespectful, running her mouth, disrespecting me. She was antagonizing me too. So I'm like, you know what? That's it. Like, so I put the car in park. I said, yo, what are you trying to do right now? Like, what are you really trying to do? She was like, yo, matter of fact, she told her boyfriend, yo, we out, we leaving. We leaving. So she took the gas money that she was supposed to give me and threw it in my face. So I got out my car. I said, you know what? That's it. Get out the car. I said, yo, you bug. Like, you're bugging right now. So I ain't gonna lie, we was arguing outside a little bit, and I swung. Like, I swung at her because, first of all, I feel very disrespected. Like, you're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be my road dog. And You're sitting here trying to be funny because your little boyfriend here. We don't do that. So I felt super disrespected. So now we fighting outside. Meanwhile, we down the block from her boyfriend's building. We down the block. We in front of like people's houses. So we down the block, and I'm fighting her. Like, I'm really like beating this girl up because I'm just so heated, because I really took time on my day to come out here for y'all, both of y'all. Drove all the way out here. Then gonna have to drive OD far, and I just didn't feel appreciated. So now I just was like, you know what? I don't care about nothing after this point. Like, after this, I do not care. So we're fighting now. So her boyfriend trying to stop the fight. I said, yo, do not touch me, because if you touch me, this is gonna get very ugly quickly. So do not touch me. So he trying to like hold his little girlfriend back. I'm like, yo, she wasn't even doing nothing, because at the end of the day, my face still looked like this, and her face was messed up, tore up to the floor up. So meanwhile, while we fighting, the people house we was in front of, they called the cops on us. So I'm like, wow, okay. So I calmed down a little bit. I'm like, yo, I'm over it. Like, so I was at that point, I was about to drive over everything, but then the cops came. I'm like, here we go. The cops come now, and they're asking us questions. You know, what's going on, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, her face is like OD messed up, like bleeding. She's bleeding, all that. So now the cops come, and I'm sitting in the back of the cop car, and they talking to her outside. So I'm sitting in the back of the cop car, like, why am I in the back seat of the cop car? Why am I sitting in the cop car and she's not? So he's talking to her, getting her side of the story, and then he comes back to me. He's like, oh, so tell me what happened. Oh, then he started saying, like, why her face look like that and your face don't? Do I have a weapon on me? Do I have a weapon on me? First of all, that's very insulting. I felt very attacked. I felt very insulted. Like, why did I have to have a weapon for her face to look like that? I could have just did the image with my hands. Whatever. So I felt very like attacked. So I'm like, I didn't have no weapon. So he started searching the car. He started searching me. I'm like, officer, I do not have no weapon. So he tried to like calm her down. I don't know why she's still going. Like, I'm over it. I'm just ready to go. So the cops got information or whatever. I'm still sitting in the back of this cop car. So I'm getting like OD nervous. Like, am I going to jail? Like, why am I still sitting back here? Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I don't want to be sitting back here. Like, I didn't do nothing. We just had a little fight and that's it. So I'm getting nervous now. So I called my boyfriend at the time. We wasn't really talking, so he wasn't really being supportive about what was going on, and I just felt like alone at that point. I felt like who do I call right now? I don't want to call my parents before they start going crazy. So I didn't know who to call. So I'm trying to calm myself down as the best way I can in the back of the seat. So after he got both sides of the stories and we wrote down our statements, he let me go, and they walked to wherever they walked to. So at that point, I knew our friendship was done. I knew that I never wanted to see her, speak to her again, and that was it. Like, I was just done. Like, I was over it. That's not a friend. Because if I get to the point where I'm fighting my friend outside, we're not friends no more. And you was never to be my friend to begin with, because you made me get out of character like that, knowing I did y'all a kind-hearted, genuine favor. So she wasn't my friend from the beginning. And it's cool because you learn who your real friends are and who your real friends not. And shout out to all my real friends. You know who you are. And yeah, after that, I just went home and I went about my life. Like, I just knew, like, she just wasn't my friend. And I knew that from that point, you can't trust nobody. And you just gotta move accordingly with people. And I just feel so bad because, like, that was really one of my closest friends. And it's sad how it ended, you know? Like, I knew this girl for, like, 8-9 years. So it was just sad. But it was all like, that's what you get. That's what you deserve at the same time. It was like a give and take type of situation. So yeah, that's how I almost went to jail. My first time in my life sitting in the back of a cop car, nervous, scared, like, oh my God, am I really about to go to jail? I was scared, terrified. So ladies, for future references, do not fight your friends in public. Don't fight in public, period, because you never know where it's going to escalate. Period. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching my channel.